Hello everyone. In the previous sessions, we have discussed about various networking modes of VirtualBox. So in this session, let us summarize whatever we have learned till now. So let's start with NAT mode. So this is the default mode whenever we create VMs with default configurations. So in this, the VMs which are created act like they are created in a separate virtual network. So each VM cannot communicate with other VM, and each VM can connect with host interface as well as other machines in the host LAN or internet via this NAT interface. We can use this mode when we want to create machines with default networking modes and we want to browse files like our laptop, etc. And if we want to allow access to the applications running in these VMs to outside, then we can establish port forwarding. So in the second mode, this is NAT network mode. Here we can create a NAT network and we can establish the connection between the VMs. So these VMs can connect to each other, and also these VMs can connect to host interface as well as internet via the same NAT interface like the NAT mode. So the advantage of this network mode is that the VMs can connect to each other. So we can establish the networks here. So we can create networks and we can attach machines to that network. So that is the advantage. Whenever we want the VMs to connect to each other, and when and if there is a need for the VMs to connect to host as well as internet, then we can use this mode. The next, internal network. So this is a completely virtualized network. So the VMs can connect to each other, but these VMs cannot connect to other networks. Like they cannot connect to host as well as they cannot connect to internet. So we can use this to create a complete virtualized internal network where all the VMs will work in a private mode. Means these VMs can connect to each other in a private mode. But we can use this mode along with NAT mode to establish communication to external networks. So in the bridge mode, the VMs which are created acts like they connect to host network interface. That means there is a communication from the VMs to host directly, and also the communication from the machines in the LAN of host can connect to VMs directly. So whenever we have a requirement like the applications which are running VMs can be accessed by host or other machines in the physical LAN directly, then we can use this bridge mode. And the last one is like host only network mode. So in this, the VMs will connect to the host to via host virtual network interface, which is, and also the host can connect to the VMs. That means so only host can connect to these VMs, and the VMs can only connect to the host. So this is completely a virtualized network where the communication between host and VMs is allowed. So whenever any requirement like the host should only connect to the VMs and VMs only connect to the host, then we can use this kind of network. But and this network can be used in combination with other networking mode like NAT to establish communication with other external networks like internet, etc. Yeah. So this table shows the summary. Let's start with NAT mode. Here, the VMs can connect to the host, and the host can connect to the VM via port forwarding feature. So the communication between VMs is not possible. So the VMs cannot connect to each other. And the VM can access internet or LAN via the NAT interface, and the machines from the LAN or internet can access the VM via port forwarding feature. So here the drawback is there is no communication between the VMs. So the next mode is NAT service mode or NAT network mode. Here VMs can connect to host, and host can connect to VM via port forwarding feature, and the VMs can connect to each other, and the VMs can access the net or LAN via the NAT interface, and also we can establish port forwarding feature to establish the communication from LAN or internet. So here all types of communications are possible, but we need to establish port forwarding feature to have communication from the host or other machines in the host network or internet to the guest VMs. So the next mode is internal. So in the internal network, so only the VM to VM communication is possible. Other modes is not possible. So host cannot access the VM and VMs cannot access the host, and the machines from internet or LAN cannot access the VM, and also the VM cannot access the net or LAN. So only the VM to VM communication is there. The next mode is bridging mode. In this, the VMs act like they are directly connected to host interface. So all types are possible here without adding any other features. Means the VM can access the host can access the VM because they are directly connected to the same. Because so here the VM to host connection is possible, host to VM connection is possible, and also the net or LAN can access the VM, and VM can access the net, and VM to VM communication are possible. Because all are possible because the VMs act like they are connected to the host interface directly without any NAT. The final one is host only network mode. So in this mode, so since host only can access VMs and VMs can access host, so these three are possible. Means VM to host is possible, and host to VM is possible, and VM to VM communication also possible. But VMs cannot access net or LAN, or net or LAN cannot access VM. So we have seen all these cases in the previous sessions, and also we have summarized all the things. So the summary is, in the NAT mode, it is useful for browsing files, internet, etc., like our normal desktop, and port forwarding can be used to allow access to applications in the VMs from host or other networks. So in the NAT network mode, it is useful when the VM need to communicate with each other, when the VM need to access host and other networks using NAT, and also we can establish port forwarding to allow access to applications in the VMs from hosts or external networks. So internal network. So this is useful when we need a complete isolated private network, and when we need VMs only can communicate with each other. But this can be used in combination with NAT mode to model the internal networks, means where we can establish the communication to internet or other networks using NAT mode. We can choose some VMs to work in NAT mode to access other networks. So in the bridge mode, every communication is possible, like VM to host communication, or host to VM, internet to VM, everything is possible here. So this can be used when we want to run applications on VMs which must be accessible from a physical LAN or other networks. In the host only network, only the communication from VM to host and host to VM is possible. So this can be used when only host is allowed to access the VMs and vice versa. But this also can be used in combination with NAT mode to establish communication with external networks. So this is the summary of all the networking modes in VirtualBox. So thanks a lot for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.